Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Welcome to everybody today. It's Tuesday already. Still raining here at the cave. The birds are all screaming. Az is behind me over here. He's not doing really well, but he's 21, so, you know, it's expected. It's just, you know, when is the right time, right? Also, I'm going to ask you guys for some prayers for my friend Denise Farley, who is part of the Wolf on the Bear group. She threw her back out today and is over in the ER, and she's not having fun with it at all. So I'd like y'all to add prayer to that as well, and thoughts and good thoughts. All right. So I want to say hi to everybody. I see everybody is here. I see James is here. Susan Cole, how are you? Nice to see you. The Invisible Trailer. Wonder who that one is going to be. And James, I always love to see you. Hi, Stephen Smith. How are you? Okay. All right. Let me take a look at what you got to say here today. The whole day touching green and stuff. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes, you know, we need the rain. Sometimes it helps slow us down in other ways, right? Okay, so I'm going to go down a little bit here so I can see who's all here. Raquel, yeah, because I don't think I wound up giving one to you the other day. I was gonna, and I think I kind of lost you on Sunday. I just lost my train of thought. And all right, and I see that Invisible Trail, thank you very much, sent a super sticker over to the page. And Sean and Bex will happily put that into the contributions for the animal shelter. Speaking of animal shelters, where I got Phoenix from is Birds and Beak rehab place, and it's a very good place. They're a nonprofit, and they take care of birds, all kinds of birds that are surrendered, birds that are seized, and they take care of them, and they get vet care for them, and they get them adopted a lot of times. And so I'm going to be doing some stuff here in the near future to help get them some donations as well. All right, so let's see. Who did I say I was going to do this? I said I was going to do this for Raquel. I got to find you. Where'd you go? Where did you go, Raquel? Well, here you go. I'll just put that up. You can get a card. All righty, let's see what I got going on for you, Miss Raquel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Talking about these guys the other day. Saw a video about them, and they said, have you ever heard one hiss? I said, oh yeah, many times. Your card today is the turtle. I had a great big snapping turtle here. She comes in every year. She's probably close to 50, 60 years old. She lays her eggs here every summer and then goes back to the lake. Okay, so today for you, Raquel, with the turtle card, and I guess that's maybe why they're triggering this thought in my head. Okay, this is about making sure that your boundaries are set, because I see the turtle and they're showing me this female snapper that I had here, that you have long reach. So there's stuff that you can go out and grab, but it's almost like when you do it, and by grabbing something, I mean something that's going on around you, it's like you can get in touch with it, but then you can pull back from it. And this is something that you're going to want to be doing. It's kind of like a shelter or a safe place right now. You can still stick yourself out of the shell a little bit, but they're saying just be careful how far you take whatever this is, okay? Yeah, you can take knocks and, you know, people saying stuff and whatever, you know, what was it we used to say? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So if you don't allow what's coming back at you to bother you, don't fuel it with more energy, because you're just feeding negative energy. But you have this ability that you can kind of protect yourself, okay? And because they're showing me also that the turtle's in water and land, it's like you're adaptable to whatever this is. But I'm being told really loud, and Mango, you discharged me. What's going on, sir? What's going on, sir? Ooh, he's mad today. Anyway, whatever's going on with you, just make sure that you have your safe spot, set your boundaries so you can step back in and just kind of go and keep these negative people and situations away from you. Just don't feed them. Okay, so when I say about negative stuff, okay, I'm going to give you guys examples, and this isn't just for Raquel, this is for all of us, right? You go on social media and, you know, I kind of like when I grew up, it was the neighborhoods, because all the kids knew the kids, the parents all knew the parents, and, you know, the sleazy way of gossiping and stuff was on the phone. And we used to have other people that our party line, right? So sometimes we had 2 or 4 people also on that same line. We all had different numbers, but if you picked the phone up, you could hear what the neighbor was talking about. So this is what I'm kind of talking about. When the negatives come in, don't listen to them. Hang it up. Let it go. It's not worth the argument. And social media is just, got so many football coaches, armchair coaches is what I call them, because they're watching through a screen and they feel emboldened to tell people off, or tell people they don't know what they're talking about, or tell people whatever, all this ugly stuff. Raquel and the rest of us, we all need to step away from that. Don't comment. Don't interact. Don't interject. Okay? Just let that go and don't feed that. And that's kind of the main thing I'm hearing for you right now. Make your own boundaries, Raquel, and don't feed the negatives. Okay? So that's your card today, and it's the turtle. Sorry, everybody else had to hear that too, because we're all doing that, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, hang on, because I saw, yeah, Susan Cole. Margaret, I'll get you in a minute, okay? I promise. I promise I will. All right, hang on. Okay, so Susan Cole, I don't think I've read for you before. Let's see what I can get up for you today. I can tell you winter is definitely close. We're not getting into the 60s right now. For the next 3 weeks, it's only going to be in the 50s here. I hope you guys are warmer than I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, I shuffled the deck, and your card came up also to be the turtle, okay? All right, so for you, though, this is a little bit different for you. Okay, so they're showing me, like, this turtle is kind of stuck, right? So I'm getting this feeling that you're kind of stuck about something, like a decision or that you have to make, or kind of not really sure you want to go down this road with whatever it is, right? And you're kind of hesitant about it. But they're saying if you need to do something that you're unsure of, you need to kind of dip your feet in the water a little bit. You're still on the land, but you're a little bit in the water so that you balance. So the big thing for you with the turtle cards coming up is about balance. And it's like, in order to experience, in order to know what's good in life, in order to know what's bad in life, right? Or just what we have to go through, we have to move forward. It's really difficult to get things done, right? I just got out of the shower. Yay! Didn't get much done today. Okay, it is difficult to get things done if you don't want to take that extra step. And I've talked about this before. Everybody's afraid of change, and like change happens every second of every day. The moment we're conceived to the moment we pass. And then when we transition, we're still changing because it's energy going forth in a different matter. So they're telling you, stick your feet in the water a little bit, ground yourself between, and then as you balance, move forward. Everything will be all right. Don't panic. Don't put negative expectations out, It's kind of like, yeah, I know, I just haven't had good things going on, and oh my gosh, I just can't do this. I know this isn't going to work, or I know this isn't going to happen. Well, if you keep putting that out, that's what comes back to us. Okay, so if you put the stuff out the way you don't want it to happen, but you're saying it's probably gonna, you have to pull that back, dial that back, and then imagine yourself and put the idea and the thought process out there that this is going to work. This is going to be good for me. I'll learn new things. I'll meet new people. Okay, so get your toes a little wet, symbolically, right? Balance between the water and the earth, right? And then once you're balanced, and that's like balanced in your own life, you'll be able to make the correct decision to be able to move forward. All right. So that is your card, Miss Susan Cole. And thank you for sharing energy with us today. I hope that resonated with you. I'll start shuffling here again. I gotta find the people. Let's see. Hi, Gloria. How are you? I don't believe I've seen you here either. Thank you for stopping in. And there we go. Hang on a minute. Everything just kind of went up and down. Okay. Yep. Hi, Pads. Hi, Chicago. Pads, Chicago. I'll just call you Chicago like I always do, right? Okay. So I'm going to go down a little bit more. Beth, what now? What now? Oliver. Hey. Okay. That's a new one. Hi. Welcome. And Jillian Brown, I see you're here. I will give you. And hi, Lara. How are you? I will give you a card. Not a problem. Hang on. I'll give you a card. Hi, Jillian Brown is here too. Boy, everybody's here today. All right, Beth, let's see what I can get for you today. If that turtle card comes out again, that'll be an interesting thing. Okay, so here we go. Shuffled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. I was actually sitting watching out the lake today, and I saw a bunch of winged ones today. That's your card, is the winged ones. Okay, so now the winged ones bring in a few things. The winged ones are basically, within my culture, I look at like eagles and falcons and owls. They're all the winged ones. And the reason we look to the eagles and the hawks is because they fly so high that it's a customary thing that we say they fly. They're the ones that can fly closest to God Creator, right? Okay, but also with this, and this was actually a picture of an eagle that I took out front, and then I did it energetically in the painting. So what came through with that and what's coming through with you right now is angels. Okay. I don't like labels, winged ones. You know, humans have named archangels. They've got names for angels. It's a human thing that we put names to these. Okay. It's also because of the masters, right? When people look and they say Buddha and Christ and Merlin, and there's all these people that some people utilize when they do readings or meditations as the masters. Okay, so when I see this, the winged ones, it's referring to the divine energy. So whatever you would consider that divine energy and connection. And what it's doing is it's telling me that they're bringing you, first of all, they're bringing you strength, and they're trying to kind of get you to break through on a connection. Okay, yep. So by saying that, I kind of see like it's a connection or a response that you're looking for from the spirit lands a little bit. But it's also about guidance on what you're doing right now. So they're telling me your prayers are being heard. They will be answered, and they're already in that process of being answered, but you need to be a little more open to that divine energy that's coming through, because not only will it be healing energy for you, but it's going to also strengthen you to be able to move forward with whatever this is. And I feel also there's like a hesitancy to open to that. And they're like telling me, make sure she understands that it is that divine energy. It's nothing negative. It's nothing bad. But when you're feeling like somebody's there, or you're sensing something, you know, like before the phone rings, you think, gosh, somebody's going to call, and the phone rings, right? Or like you're getting ready to serve food at the dinner table and you're thinking, you know, I better make just enough for a couple more, and then a couple more show up. That's that intuition, that inner gut feeling. And you need to trust it more, because where it's coming from is that divine connection. And you need to open to it to allow that healing energy to come into you. And also it's going to bring you balance, but it's also going to be able to allow you to assist others. So this is a very energetic message is coming for you. It's like almost even energy work. So I'm not sure. I hope it resonates, and that's what they have for you today. And it's the winged ones. I love the winged ones. And thanks for coming in, and I hope at least resonates some of it for you. All right, let's see, Lara. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. Not happy that it's already feeling like winter up here, but I'm doing all right. Okay, let me do it a couple times. All right. Can't leave my cards out anywhere because I have a little mango and a big toddler that like to chew things. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure why I just told you that, but I did. My toddler is quite a toddler. African Greys are smart, I'll tell you, and they're as smart as these guys. And this is a raven. Okay, so this is your card today, Raven. Okay, this is also about, excuse me, the mystical, right? Ravens are very connected to the spirit lands. They're also messengers. They can even be messengers for, like, say you and I, Lara, you know, like we're not online or something, and I'm getting things and thoughts about something you may need, or I need to make that connection to make sure you're good or whatever. Okay. Ravens are connected this way, and they bring us lessons. And when they show up, the biggest time they show up is when we don't want to listen to them. We don't want to listen to the lessons. We don't want a lesson today. So they'll keep showing up, and they'll keep showing up, and they'll keep showing up until you finally say, okay, I get it. I'll listen to the message. This is what's going on with you right now. It's like, yeah, you're kind of pushing it off. It's like, yeah, they're like trying to knock on your window pane, right? And yeah, I just have a hawk and 2 big ravens just flew over to the house, and one of the ravens is over here on my roof right now, on my garage. So this is definitely about you and that connection. And they want to give you this information easily. They don't want to make it difficult for you, but it's like you've got this block. It's like, la 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 la, because you don't want to hear them. So they're going to keep getting louder, and they're going to keep getting louder. And my guess is whatever this is, you already know. You just don't want to do it, accept it, deal with it, whatever. So all I can tell you is that ravens are even a little bit worse than, okay, I got to say this really quiet, little people or fairies. Okay. But they can be just as bad. Okay, because they keep following us. They'll even show up in our dreams. So whatever this is, you need to make that connection and open it up. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. They're saying, just deal with it. It's not a big thing. Just do it. Get it over with. Get it done with. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. And that's your card today, the Raven. You know, I gotta love when Spirit gets all sassy and hopping all over the place and you know, wanting to push messages, and it's like, yeah, they hear you, but I enjoy it when they like to add humor to it. They think they're funny anyway. All right, so I also posted here the link if anyone wants to come into the studio. Just scroll up, it's there. La la la. Neil, sure, Neil. Thank you for stopping in. Hi, Barb. I will give you a card too. That would be fantastic. Okay, let me shuffle them up for you, Neil. Phoenix, what are you doing back there, Phoenix? You should come over here and help me shuffle cards today. At least you don't chew them. All righty, here we go, Neil. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you have the honeybee. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Yep. Okay. So what we know about the honeybee and bees in general is bees are needed in the ecosystem, right? If we didn't have bees, there would be a lot of things, flowers, trees, plants, whatever, that couldn't get pollinated, okay, and would not grow properly. And of course, the honeybee makes honey, right? But they're all under threat right now because of what humans do with the earth. Not every one of us takes good care or realizes that we impact our surroundings, okay? But for you, what this is right now is about, they're telling me new ideas. He's had new ideas. And it's kind of like, if you look at a flower, okay, this is what they're showing me. If you look at the flower and you look at the center of the flower, there's like seed in the center, like an echinacea plant. It's like the dark center, and it's all little seeds, actually. It's thistle. And all the other flowers that are as well, they have that center core, and that's what's really important. So what I'm being shown right now is that center core for you, like the spiritual, energetically, like your soul energy. This needs you to take some time with that and kind of give yourself a boost. Kind of, you got like the mind, body, spirit, right? They want you to kind of work with feeding that spiritual side of you, your soul energy. And it's about centering yourself and grounding yourself. And I feel like, okay, the thing they said, it's kind of like you're under attack, because what they were just showing is like looking through a garden and, you know, there's bees. Bees don't bother people unless you bother them. Bees don't really try to hurt other things. Wasps and yellow jacks, those are the things that try to hurt. Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is I see this like kind of like here and there, like kind of a small swarm of hornets or wasps kind of around you. So they want you to protect that spiritual, that soul connection you have, because I think what it is it's like the stuff that's going on around you, you're kind of taking in and it hurts. An example, I saw a news article, or I saw a strip on the news where a young lady recently got murdered, and it hurt to watch that, to think that in 2022 this is where we're at, right? It hurt. So that's what I'm getting, is like you've been carrying some pain or hurt around your soul's energy, and you need to kind of take care of that and tend to it. Don't worry about the outside of your world, okay, right now for a while. Just put things in place that you have your boundaries, but you're safe. But it's about feeding you, feeding your soul, doing things that are going to make you happy, whether it's even getting a nap or, you know, just processing. What I'm being told is to protect your, and with the bees, right, they're showing me the hive. So they're like, take care of your soul's energy. Okay, that's the card I have for you today. And Neil, thanks for coming in. It is really difficult right now. Hi, Barb. I'm going to put you on next. It's really difficult right now because the world is really a super ugly place right now. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there's people, you know, saying this, that, and the other thing, negative. You can't even really say much of anything anymore because you're either being a way that's going to hurt people, or if you comment, they're like, wow, are you ignorant? Are you stupid? It's really bad. And social media and the news, I can't. I pop on social media. I post a few things here and there, check my email. That's it. I don't look at the news except maybe once a week. It's too much. I have enough taking care of me. And that's why a lot of times, like Neil, like that's why I'm saying sometimes we have to take care of us and protect our soul's energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, Barb, you get a card that I don't usually get a lot. I did a couple weeks ago, I think. And your card is the Loon. Okay, so for you today, okay. All right. This is kind of weird, but okay. So you know the loon. You look at a loon, right? They're amazing birds. They have amazing song that they have. We have a pair here for the past few years. We've had a couple pairs here on the lake. I never see them, but you can hear them. But if you look at their beaks are really sharp. Okay. So what they're showing me now, yeah, Spirit's having a big joke with me today. Okay, so you know in like Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck cartoons, at the end they have, I think it's Porky Pig comes through and says, that's all folks, or Woody Woodpecker, whatever. But they have that bullseye that they pop out of in the middle, right? Well, they're putting the bullseye up there and the loon is coming in, and it's like somebody, it or whatever, is using it like as a dart. So when it sticks to the target, it's the nose of the loon. Okay. They could have just told, yeah, you could have just told me that. All right. So what they're saying is almost that your voice is being stifled. Okay. It's being your thoughts, some of the stuff that you want to do. It's kind of meeting with pushback. Like they're trying to shut it down. Okay. And that's like, it's like they're trying to silence you. That's what they did. They threw the loon and they came. But the loon is very resilient. So this is the message they're giving you, even though whatever you're getting pushback on. And I think this is kind of like it's a kind of a big deal for you. But they're saying just let your voice be heard. Do not feed the negative to it. Just move forward. Not holding any guilt or not holding any well, if I do this, this might hurt, or this might disturb, or this might, yeah, no. You need to just do whatever this is for yourself. And I'm just seeing this loon going down the river towards the sunset. It's like happy, happy, happy. But you're being stifled in some way, or like shut down in some way. And the loon is all about voice. It's all about your thoughts and ideas getting out there to a bigger audience, to a bigger section of life. So that's what I'm getting for you today, Barb. I hope it resonates for you. Again, I'm not sure, but I hope it resonates for you. And thanks for coming in and sharing your time. And no, by the way, I'm not calling you a loon. Just kidding. I love you. Thank you for stopping in, eh? Thank you. Denise will appreciate them, Lara. I can tell you that. Been there, done that. She needed that like a hole in the head, let me tell you. Hi, Lido. How are you? I will give you a card. Let me pull you a card. All right. Yeah, Denise she's had one thing after another. Let me tell you. Sometimes she's not much older than I am, and it's like, yeah, wow, really? It's like sometimes I don't even want to blink because I'm afraid something's going to happen. So I get that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know she will too. Okay, Lido, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And if anybody wonders and is new here, I do the 7th card because 7's a sacred number. And we have 7 directions. Okay, hang on. Okay, Lido, your card today is the raccoon. Okay, so the raccoon. Very inquisitive, very bold when they want to be, very sneaky, very playful, but they can also defend. So what I'm seeing with you right now is kind of like you need to watch. Okay, the words that just came is you have to watch to see how this plays out. So whatever you're kind of concerned about or thinking about, you have to wait long enough to see how it plays out. And they keep repeating that, and they do this. Okay, let it play out and watch from a distance. Okay, so now as you can see, this raccoon is in the hollow of a tree. And they like to do that. They like to go up and they like to get in to spots on the trees, and they just sit there really quietly and don't move, and they watch to see when the opportunity for them to do whatever opens. Or they've already done something and they're just waiting for the riot police to come in and say, what the heck happened here, right? But this is all about telling you have to wait to see the outcome. Once you see the outcome, it'll be really clear to you what choice you want to make. Okay. And again, I'm getting the armchair quarterback thing. Like there'll be 100 million people telling you what you should do or what they think you could do or what you can't do or shouldn't do. It doesn't matter. This is all about you. You just have to wait and watch for the outcome. Once the outcome is there, and this is what they keep repeating over and over, once that outcome is there, you'll be able to choose the direction you want to move with, whatever this is, and it will be right because it'll be right for you. So there's like no wrong answer. Just make sure you have all that information in front of you before moving forward through whatever this is. Okay, so that is your card, Lido, and thanks for stopping, and I hope it resonates with you. All right. Thank you very much, my dear, for coming here. Okay, now I got to get down here a little bit. Yeah, I haven't seen you. I don't think I've seen you in a little bit. Or it could be just that I'm old. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, we'll do it that way. Oh, okay, we'll do it that way. Hang on. They want me to do something totally different. Okay, here we go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, You got the desert rose, the coyote. Okay, the desert wolf, desert rose, coyote. Okay, coyote is also known as trickster. Okay, but what I'm seeing with this for you is kind of it's kind of silly and it's kind of playful. So if you've ever been around coyotes or seen videos of them, especially with the kind of little packs that they are in, and they all stay in packs. They hunt together. They may go off, but they yip. They've got the weirdest bark. We used to have them when I had all the horses out. We'd hear them, especially when we'd have foals that had been born, and you want to make sure that the foals are in the barn because the coyotes come out and they can attack them, right? But what I'm seeing is them yipping and playing with each other for some reason with you. Okay, so they can flip from fierce to friendly at a drop of a dime. Okay, just really easy. So while they're showing this to me, they're saying to you, make sure that you can flip through either side smoothly and seamlessly. Almost like you can, like right now, all you're doing is either walking on, and this doesn't mean you're walking into darkness, but this is like you're walking in either darkness or you're walking in light, so that you're never kind of balancing between the two. But the trick is, and this is what they're saying, and this is why the trickster keeps coming up too, is you need to learn to walk down the middle so you're more balanced, so you can see both sides of things that will be able to assist you to make decisions, to do things, to let things go. And they're saying it's kind of like you hop from one side to the other, but you're not in the middle. And it's so funny because they're playing, and this is like involves somebody else too. So I don't know if it would be a family member or a friend that you consider family, but it's like almost like the two of you are never on the same side. So it's like one's on this side, one's on that side, and when you go up to try to be near or discuss or be around this other person, you both just jump to the opposite side without getting in the middle of it. So this is very important for you to balance yourself better in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And don't forget, everybody, we are in a retrograde, so that's over after October 2nd. It converts back. It is kind of harsh reality for a lot of people, and that's why some things might not be balancing. So just kind of work on it, but do it slowly, and be aware also that the retrograde is causing things to happen and affecting us in different ways. You could be tired, you could be like your thoughts running all over the place and you can't concentrate on anything. This is a real thing because it's the way the planets line up with the Earth and the Earth's gravity. It's like, the tide rolls in and it rolls out, but it rolls because of the direction of the planets and the sun and the moon and all that good stuff. So you kind of just have to figure yourself out so you can balance better. Okay. And the coyotes are happy. They're fun. They're having a blast. I know a lot of people sometimes are like, oh, coyotes, but they're a very pretty animal, and they all have purpose. So yeah, that was your card today. And I know it's kind of all over. Maybe that's what you got going on. I don't know. But balance a little bit better in that middle field. Okay. All right, Sister Emily. Thank you for coming on. I hope it resonates. Okay, here's the deal. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna read for this. I'm just gonna tell you kind of something. All right. When we put out questions that are very, very specific wants and needs. One of the things that we have to be very careful about is when we do that, we have to be very, very specific, okay? By doing so, we do get assistance from the universe, from the spirit lands. That's my truth. That's what I've seen happen all my life with other people and with myself, okay? So the outcome, you have to go into whatever this craft fair, art fair, whatever, you go into that thinking positive, engaging with the people that are walking through, making sure people see what you have to offer. Make it positive. Think it's going to be a positive outcome, okay? That's how you get through that. This isn't, when people read, any reader, okay, it's not about magically telling us that, oh, if you go and take this number, you're going to hit the lotto. It doesn't work that way. What it does is it gives you information that you can choose in a better way, a more informed way, okay? But it falls back on each of us as free will and choice, okay? So with that being said, you have to go into it with a positive attitude. Endeavors in battling a local official, you know, again, if you add positives to it and you work with what you have going on, and if it's a, like, if your position, okay, they're telling me stuff, so hang on. So if your position in this is not for selfish reasons or not for ill gains, you'll be fine. But if you steep to this person's level, it's just going to be constant back and forth flow. And you don't want that. Don't engage with it. Don't let them intimidate you. Just by saying here that this official is trying to intimidate me is allowing doubt and stuff to come into that area of play. You don't want to do that. Just think of it as positive. Don't wish the official negative. Send them off with, I'm not going to let you intimidate me. And that's the truth of it, okay? By doing that, you're empowering yourself to step into who you are, making the correct choices for you, okay? I hope that makes sense to you, because it's really important that we all kind of stand up and jump in our own power, our own who we are, and own it, okay? And when we do that, things will work better for us. If we look at all sides concerns and don't make it about ego, or we don't make it just about ourselves, okay? And that's a hard lesson sometimes to learn. I've done it over the years, and until you really let it go. And then you realize when things start happening, because you are letting stuff go and you're just being you, you're being who you're supposed to be, who you contracted to be, things turn out in a much brighter way and a better way and a more balanced way. All right, so that's what I've got to say about that, okay? And that's not a card, but you know what I mean. Beth, that link was to jump in, but I just read you a little bit ago. So yeah, that link there is, yeah, hi Margaret, how are you? Hi Gloria, yeah, I'll get you next, hang on. All right. Yeah, Beth, I did read for you. I'm sorry, you guys, this moves all over the place, so hang on, all right? Okay, Miss Margaret. Let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, here you go. You got the owl, okay? Now, the owl, I actually saw, I know it's a little off, but I actually saw a picture of a barn owl, like this one is a barn owl, but it had a genetic thing with it that, you know how some animals, they can have a genetic thing and they're born completely white, Okay, well, this one is a complete opposite. It was a barn owl, but it was with dark colors and iridescent, the feathering on it, like purple, and it looked like a midnight sky. I had never seen anything more beautiful with the owls as this. I have to look for it because it was very stunning. Okay, so maybe this is why they're bringing this up for me, because I saw it a number of days back. Okay, so with the owl with you right now, it's like there's going to be a switch with you. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be a switch with you from everything you do is routine. They want you to shake it up a little bit and flip it a little bit. And by doing so, you're going to get a more rounded experience, a more complete experience with maybe doing things in a different way than you're normally used to doing, or doing something creative in a completely new way. Okay, but it's time for you to shake it up. And they're literally showing these two owls. So again, I'm getting the dark and the light and the dark and the light. So you need to shake it up and change things a little bit, Margaret. And by doing so, it's gonna like kind of renew things for you. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to give you like a refreshing, like, wow, I should have done this before kind of a thing. But again, I'm seeing this iridescent barn owl just like this, but this is the light one, and then you flip it and it looks like a night sky. So it's about just kind of turning things around for yourself a little bit. Just change them up. Not a whole lot right now because of retrograde, but here within the next month, start switching things up. Do things a little differently. Like, you know, just don't make them as routine is what they're saying. All right. So that's your card for today, Miss Margaret. And that is the owl. All right. Let's see what I can do for Gloria. I haven't seen you here before either. So welcome. Thanks for sharing your energy with us. Let's see what we got. Yeah. All right. Somebody else put a super sticker up there. Thank you for that. The kids will be happy. And that, like I said, I think they're putting that all through to a for the rescue, for the animal rescue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Well, here's your card today. This has been coming up too quite a bit, actually. This is interesting. I have to think about that. All right, so the moose is your card today, okay? Now, with you, okay, the moose, there's a lot of different things. Moose are really big. They're really in charge. They do things in ways that you don't want to get near them. They're very protective of their space. They're very protective of their young, and they are huge, okay? But what this one is telling me for you today is it's time to kind of carve out a little section of your world and kind of review it. Resonate, see what resonates with you, see what you want to keep in your sacred circle. And when I talk about the sacred circle, that's everything that we hold close to us, that's really important to us, that's dear, that's kind of sacred to us, our family, our friends, events, things that are going on, whatever it is, and we keep them there. And those are like the first things we go to, right? And then when we realize and understand that we're the keeper, the gatekeeper of that sacred circle, sometimes you need to go in and clean out stuff that's not being used right now. Maybe it doesn't resonate with you right now, or maybe it's a person and you haven't really seen them or spoken with them in a while. And it's time to kind of clean up that space. So you take them and you put them on the outside of your sacred circle. And what it does is you remove some things and put them on the outside so that new things are able to come into your world and you can deal with them and enjoy them. Okay. Now, by putting things on the outside doesn't mean they can't come back in at a later time. And it's not that you're wishing them bad. Some of the stuff you might just want to cut and let it go. And that's good too, because that's important for our human growth. Okay. And so what they're saying right now is it's kind of like review time for you. You need to kind of look at what's going on and how you can make changes that are going to be positive for you, and what you need to do to make that happen. And by showing the moose is very confident. And this is where they want to get you to this point of real personal confidence that, yeah, I can do this. I can make this happen. Yeah, I can. I really can. It's kind of like, you know what, the Nike commercials that used to be on a while back, like if you can dream it, you can do it. Okay. And that's pretty much everybody is like that. We can all sit back. It's really kind of funny. We can all sit back and kind of just be cranky, or yeah, I can't do that, or I could never do that. But then you look at some of the people in the world that started with nothing and where they've gotten to. And that isn't because they kept saying, I can't do it. It's because they dreamed it and they went for it. And I've done this, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well, where you think about something you want to try or you want to do. And then if you don't do it, down the road, you regret it, right? So I've always had the way of just go for it. If it's something you think, try to make it possible. And at least, even if you fail, you haven't really failed because you did something and you tried to make it work and you gain the experience of that. So this is what's being told really loud for you right now. Just kind of clean out that sacred circle, your proverbial closet, whatever you want to call it, and know that you have the confidence. And Spirit is telling me really loud that you have a lot of confidence, so use it. And then use it to kind of steer your life the way you want. And don't bring things from before. Let them go without guilt, because we can remember them, but you don't need to move forward through with them. So they're kind of telling you to step up into the moose shoes and, just own it. And what you want will happen if you put in what you need to and be very specific about what that is and how it fits into your world. All right. So that's your card, Gloria. And thank you so much for coming in today. And I hope that kind of resonates for you. Hi, Pamela. I'm going to go down a little bit. Hi, Dan. How are you? Sure. I'm getting to feel like I took a shower today. I never see Steve anymore. I'm very, tell him I feel slighted. Just kidding. I hope he's well. Tell him I said hi. Probably working. Okay, let's see what I got for you, ma'am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is a good card for you. Hang on, I gotta get a drink of water. Oh, gotta get a drink of water. Your card today is the elemental of water. Okay. So, elementals, it's really interesting. Because elementals as a belief system, a lot of people are like, well, you talk about elementals. Okay. Elementals. But they are, they're kind of like, oh, they're doing this on purpose too. They're kind of like the fairies and the little people, and that's kind of how they work. And I actually said this to somebody the other day on a post because something had happened to them, and they were near a place in Scotland where there were fairies, right? I don't like saying it because when I do, I get in trouble because they do stuff. I do believe that what my culture calls the little people, I love you. I do believe that these kind of creatures, including elementals, and I call them creatures, but they're not, they're people, they're a species, right? I believe that, and y'all are probably going to think, oh, bear lost or rocker, but I believe they are in another dimension, kind of the way portals work for spirits, or people have said like UFOs and aliens or whatever, they use portals, or even with spirits in homes or whatever, we find a portal or a hot spot, right? So elementals are real. That's my belief. And sometimes they hop into our reality, and sometimes they hop back really quick, and sometimes they stick around for a while. So for you, and I know this is a long definition for you, but for you, this elemental is playing with you in a way that they want you to be able to renew your energy and kind of get rid of all the old ideals, wash them away from you, cleanse it from you so that you can get new ideas and new ways of doing things or approaching things. And I do feel like whatever this is, it's been kind of slow lately, or kind of even like stagnated is the word they're using. So the elemental of water is coming in, and really, if you stop and think about it, it kind of makes sense, because as humans, our biggest majority of our body is made up from water. So it's trying to get you to renew and have a fresh look at things. Now, because I mentioned who it was and what it is, I would suggest that you put out little offerings for them. And I know, again, people are going to say I'm crazy, but I've had them screw with me, and it's not fun to be tricked by little people, and you don't know where they're at. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of like ghosts or spirit, it's the same type thing. But they're there to help you, so tap into that and use that for renewal. But you need to kind of do some kind of a process that's going to be able to give you a fresh look into moving forward again, because I still feel like you're stagnated. Like it needs to have a new, fresh approach to whatever this is. So work with them. They can be very kind if you do it right, but work with them and help them kind of renew you into that purpose again, but with different ideas. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know I'm taking forever with these reads today. Okay. So there you go. That's yours, is elemental of water. Ooh. Yeah, they're like really in my head today. Let me tell you. Ooh. Okay. Hardy Hickory. Oh, you guys and your names. You crack me up. Hi, Dan. How are you? Hi, Angel. Angel Bliss. How are you? I'll get to you if you want a card here in a little bit. Your name is... Oh, okay. Elizabeth. Well, that's my middle English name is Elizabeth. Don't go by it, but it is on my birth certificate. Hello. I see you down on the bottom. I'll bring you in a second, okay? Binto, I'll bring you in a minute. Hang on. So Dan, the man, let's see what's going on for him today. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, this is kind of a cozy card for you today. We have the beaver. Okay, so the beaver, this is the proper time for you to kind of get things sorted for yourself for entering the winter months. This isn't about the fall months getting prepared, but it's about the time between now and winter for you. And it's like going around, I see, the beaver showing it, patching up its den and just making sure everything's ready so that when winter comes, you're not caught behind the 8 ball, or you're not caught with, holy crow, I should have done this or I should have done that. This is about a very organized and very detailed way of handling things. So you just need to look and make your list and do what you need to do going forward, and it's positive. So clean out stuff you don't need anymore, not literally, but even like stuff that you don't want to deal with anymore, that you're done with. Sacred circle, set it on the outside, whatever, even to actual physical things, right? Just get your P's and Q's in orders, and I see that this fall is going to go pretty smooth, and just prepare yourself for the winter months. Okay. All right, that's your card today, Mr. Dan. Love ya. All right, let me see. Are you here? Are you here?
Oh, hello.
I gotcha. I did. I see your tree. How are you, my dear?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well. Let's see what I can pull out for you today. You look like you're in sunshine, girl. I don't have that kind of sunshine behind me right now. It's spooky here. Where are you from?
Kansas.
Kansas? Oh man, Dorothy with the red slipper shoes, right?
Yeah, actually, I live with Sarah, who's here next to me. She says hi. Hi. And I wanted to show you our garden over there.
Oh wow, yeah.
And that's the
cool.
tree.
Tell her that's what part of what I do for the community.
What we do.
And we're fighting the elected officials for the people so that they're okay for this winter.
The garden's just my peace space.
Yeah, it's gardens are becoming a new thing again, especially through the pandemic. A lot of people are growing their own now, and they're getting their young people involved, and they're like, wow, we have a lot of food. I have some friends for the first time planted gardens, and they've had bushels of stuff, and they're canning right for the winter. But they're like, what am I going to do with all it? Could you want some? And it's like, yeah, I'll take some of it because I didn't get to plant this year. But it's a great thing to be able to bring your own food into the house and be able to have that for the community. We have that where I live too. We have a community garden that everybody works on. All right, so let's see what I got going for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, before I even show you, there's a gentleman that just stuffed his head in my head. This is a gentleman I would say would be on a father's age, so it's either a father or an uncle. Pardon?
It's his birthday.
Okay, well, he just stuck his head in loud and proud and said, I'm here, and make sure she knows I'm here, and it's make sure I give her this. And he's showing me, like, he doesn't have just the hand. He has like wrapped like this, and he's leaning over, and they're all roses in there. They're all white roses, and he's just saying how much love he's giving to you, and that he's like right here. So because I'm getting like the chills. He's excited because first of all, I saw him, and like I told him, I says, like, hard to see when you just duck, because this is what he did to me. He just kind of jumped in. And spirit kind of gets that way sometimes. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is interesting. And one of my best friends, I called over the weekend, and I said to her, I said, there's spirit is in my house, which it's always here. I said, but I don't recognize this man. He's not being mean. I'm not scared of him. I said, but I don't know who he is. And she's like, so what's he doing? I said, he's just standing. He says he's just waiting. And he's like leaning on the back of the wall in my doorway. And I've got like a hallway that goes like, it's a T, right? There's a room there, and then the long hallway to the front of the house. And I was like, okay, can I do something for you? And just shook his head, no. And he leaned there. And then I was like, okay. So I went to bed and slept for the night. He showed up every night. It was Saturday, Sunday, Monday to this morning. I saw this man, and this is who he's telling me. This is who was here in the house, because he didn't want to miss his chance being able to communicate with you.
I've already for Sarah.
Pardon?
I think he's here for me and Sarah. That yeah.
He's there. Whatever it is, he wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah.
Because one of the big things when we lose people, and I've lost several people the past couple of years, and it's hard. But I talked about this on Sunday too. When they pass, it's sad for us as humans, but because I know what exists on the other side, and you can't destroy energy, I know our souls have energy. So when we die, that energy goes on. And I know that that energy can be a million places at once. I don't know how, because I'm not there, but that's how it works, right? And so what I do, and when I lost my partner a couple years ago, and I lost my brother, I celebrate their life and the imprint that they left on me, because they've made, and you, right? They've made us who we are today, okay? And they're the best part of us, right? They're the best part of us. So I celebrate their life. Yes, I miss them in human form, but obviously, as you can see, he's being very bossy and you know. So yeah, they're there. Talk to him verbally in your head before you go to bed. If he shows up in your dreams, it's really him. It's not a make-believe thing. It's him being there. And that's a way you can talk where you're more comfortable. Okay. So now with that said, and I'm telling him to shush right now, your card that I pulled is the Gull. Okay. So the Gull is about travels. Travels in our life, you know, and that can be just like to the store. I mean, it doesn't have to be worldwide travel, right? But it's about the adventure you're on. It's about the life path that you're on. And it's about just own it and revel in it and be you. Continue to be you. And he is so full of love. And he's like, look at her soul energy. And when I look at it, it's this big, bright, beautiful, just glowing with sparks, right? That's who I see you as. Okay, so you need to remember that's who you are. Okay, don't let people around put a bushel over your head to say you ain't shining your light by me. Just pass them by, because if they don't want to be there, they don't want to witness you, they don't want to be around you, that's their loss. Okay, because as you walk forward, there's going to be more people that are drawn to that energy for you, but in positives. And he's just saying so much love for her, just so much love. And like I said, I've had them bring flowers, different kinds of flowers, but he has this huge bouquet of white roses, and that's just love. That just means love. Okay, so
Roses for him were the ultimate symbol of his soul love when he was a younger man. He would never bring red roses. It was always white roses because he wanted you to know how pure it was. So that you made our day.
Thank you.
And I can't even.
It's not me, it's him. I'm just being used. That's what I do. I'm a messenger. I often tell people, hey, remember I'm the messenger, because sometimes they bring stuff through that it's funny, but you know, it's like, hey, I'm not the one saying this. So know that I love you and I appreciate the energy you brought to me today and shared with all of us, and many blessings to what you do. And never forget, he's right there with you guys, right there with you guys. Okay. Big love. Okay. Enjoy your day, babes. Bye. All right. Well, that's always fun, right? It's always good when we can help those connections to actually come up and be, right? All right. So let me see where we go. Oh, you know what? That cat, Beth, where he went. Oh, he's sleeping. He's 21 years old. And he's beginning, let's see. Yeah, he's over there. He's on a towel on my bed right now. He is actually sort of transitioning. He's slowing down. In the past few days, he's lost a lot more weight. He's still eating. He's still using the litter bags. And I just refuse. He's not in pain. So I refuse to take an animal to a vet to have them put down, because I don't want his last moments to be scared. So he's here with me. My other two are off somewhere. I don't know where they are, but yeah, he's an old boy, but he was very, very handsome. I still consider him handsome as well. So thanks. All right. So let me go down the list here again. Woo. Okay. Hang on, guys. Oh, it jumped. Hang on. Halloween candy. Are you sending some to me, Miss Pamela? That would be fun. That would be fun. Okay, hang on. I I didn't even look when I was at the store the other day. I just went to the grocery store though. Oh. Well, Susan, I'm going to tell you one thing, okay? Basically, you've already made the decision. Now you just have to figure out where it is you want to be. But you've already made that decision whether you want to stay or not. So just move past that without fear, and you're going to find what you want. Put out there what you want, what you're looking for. Be very precise and specific, and it'll show up. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. Okay. I think I get it. No, yeah, I read for you. Okay, good. I'm glad. I appreciate your energy here. Okay, so I'm sorry I'm going down this really slow. I know today. I know it's very slow. Hang on. Hi, Robert. How are you? Oh, yeah, Robert Sharp. Hang on, Kim. Robert Sharp, guys. He's an amazing, amazing photographer. He's on Facebook. I do believe he's also got a .com. I'm not sure what that is right at this second, but look him up on Facebook. He's got some great photography. He's amazing. And I'm actually going to be doing his radio show over on Blog Talk, where I first started doing shows and stuff. So we're going to be doing that in October. So be watching for that. All right, Miss Kim, let's see what I can get for you today. All right, let's see here what I can come up with for you, ma'am. Sorry, I'm looking and reading at the same time. So you kind of move into the twilight zone sometimes when that happens. Okay, Kim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, Kim, you have the Ancestors card, which is a pretty big deal. Okay, so the ancestors are related to our bloodline, goes back, okay, in our bloodline, and it's also people that we have lived our lives here with that may have already transitioned to the other side into the spirit lands, right? So what they're here telling you right now is to keep moving forward with whatever this is that's going on, and you have the backing and the knowledge. Kind of, they're like at your fingertips. They have them like at your fingertips, right? And yeah, okay. So you can access that. There's a lot of stuff that was passed down to you and transferred over to you as far as knowledge and family history, and but there's a lot of stuff in there that can be utilized for whatever's going on with you at the moment. And they're like, remember when, and now they're singing Barbara Streisand Memories in my head, like memories. Okay, so they want you to kind of tap into that family history of yours, and that'll be able to assist you with what's going on right now as far as what you want to do or who you want to be around, whatever it is. But they're like stressing over and over, almost like it's almost like you're standing there saying how you feel alone. I'm alone. I'm alone in this decision, but you're not. As I said just a little bit ago, the spirit land, when people's energy or soul's energy goes to the spirit lands, they still continue working with their loved ones, their soul family, and they assist us. So this is what's really important for you right now. Whatever's going on, you have to watch and remember from that ancestral line, the history, and the answers are tied up in that, like the family history. And whatever that is, it's really important. And they're really like lighting a fire right in front of you, like a big bonfire. And they're saying, yep, sit and look, it's right there. Everything you need, the answers you need are right there in front of you. So kind of maybe take a deep breath take some time, settle down, and kind of think things through is what they're saying. But think things through with all that you've accumulated over the years, the knowledge and the insights and everything else we put in our human toolkit is what I call it, of experience. Okay, so I hope that helps, and that is your card today. It is the ancestors. Okay, I hope it resonates for you, Miss Kim. Them ancestors can really, really help us. I can tell you that for sure. All right. No, I'm not going to grandma for you, Chicago. But yeah, you can call me Mama. I don't care. Mama Bear is fine. No grandkids. Well, I take that back. Darcy and Izzy and Ella are all I consider my grandkids, and I have some other kids that have kids as well. So yeah, no, you're not. No, you could be my daughter. All right, so let's go on. I appreciate the idea, though. I suppose I've been called a lot of things, so I guess Grandma Bear wouldn't be a big deal either. All right, hi Michelle Harris, how are you? Oh, I'm going down the line. Sure, I can. I can definitely give you one. You're very welcome. You know that, Lara. No problem at all. I love you. All right. All right. Here we go. Thank you, Angel. The kids use them for the Rescue League. So thank you very much. All right. Let's see what I can get from Michelle Harris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, see, shuffle the deck up, and what do? You get the same card that was just given out a little bit ago, and you've got the Gull as well. Okay, so for you, the Gull is representing, okay, what they're showing me is a flight pattern that goes straight up and then comes back down and dives. So basically what this is showing me is you kind of, this is a time. This is like what's going on, I guess. This is today's message today. You have to kind of clean out your proverbial closet, end up things, finish things, like by the middle of next month that you need to finish, or talk to people that you need to talk, whatever it is, finish up all the loose ends, because once you hit that winter door and we go through that winter door, all that stuff, if we haven't let it loose, it's going to be like a snowball growing and growing and growing and growing all the way through the winter. So they're telling me to tell you to take a deep dive to tie up all those loose ends, cut loose things that you don't need anymore, let things go. You don't need to carry guilt for letting it go, but they're saying very specifically you need to do this deep dive so that you're not dragging all this stuff forward in the wintertime. All right, so that's your card today, Miss Michelle, and thanks for stopping in today. I really appreciate it. All righty, well, let's see what we got here going on. I can. And didn't I tell you to send me your address in a message or something? Wasn't that you the other day, I think? Because I didn't see anything. So hang on. Let me give you a card here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, this card came up earlier as well, ma'am. This card is the loon you have today. Somebody in the beginning got the loon as well. The loon for you, though, today is about, okay, yep. Okay, so everybody has heard, I'm sure, at some point time or another, either on TV or video or whatever, or maybe even in person, the sound of the loon. Sound of the loon. Okay, and it's very haunting, but it's very beautiful, and it kind of goes in like everything just gets still, and you listen to it, and you close your eyes, and you just take it in, and it kind of goes all the way into our souls, right? just resonates a little bit of peace and calm and magic. And by magic, I mean just experiencing that moment. So for your insight today that they're sharing with me is sit in the calm, take a deep breath, hold it and let it out, and let the magic of the amazing world around you settle you and calm you. And it'll bring peace to your soul and calmness to your soul. Because I'm being told right now, this is what is needed. Don't get ahead of yourself. Like, don't look 5 weeks down the road. Don't look a week down the road. Don't look a day down the road. Just live in the moment. Because the fact that we're all here and everybody's connected in that way, even if they don't believe it, we're all connected by the energy that the world holds. But they're saying, just draw that energy in and understand the magic of what it is and who you are. Revel in who you are, and it'll be okay. But you need to do this and allow that calm and peace to show up, not only in your world, but in your sacred space, in your soul's energy. And just take it a moment at a time. That's what I'm being told very, very loudly. And that is your card today, my dear. And that is the loon. All right, guys. Well, I've been on an hour and a half again. So I love you all dearly. And thanks for coming in today. And as always, you know, I share the positives with everybody and just revel in the fact that we're all here experiencing crazy stuff, and it's okay. It's okay, and things will be good. We have each other. There's positives. Put positives out, and bring positives back in. Live your best self. Live your best self. All right. I love you all, and until next week, or maybe even Sunday if I'm up to it. A bear out. Bye, guys.
Yeah. Cool. What it? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.